So as you guys can see, I haven't been making videos in a little bit. The main reason for that is because I've been sick. My birthday was literally a few days ago, and I was sick on my birthday, and it fucking sucks. But the weekends were pretty good, and they made up for it a lot. So what I've been working on so far is the G35 is back, but it's because the new owner that I gave my G35 to, he wanted me to help him out with it, so I'm helping him out with it. Let me show you what's going on real quick. So as you guys are about to see, there is a small coolant leak somewhere, and the coolant reservoir kept getting emptied out whenever there was pressure applied, because I ordered the new Z1 Motorsport radiator cap, and it adds pressure, and that small amount of pressure that it added was enough to make the leak come out again. When you use OEM back to regular pressure, it doesn't really leak, but anytime you add a little more pressure, like the AC, it will start leaking. So I fixed that by getting a snap-on tool, and you guys are about to see which one's called a coolant pressure tester. And it's pretty simple. You just grab an adapter, you put it on here, and that is literally it, you guys. And then you just pump some air to, like, most cars are like 13 psi to 15. So I put the recommended, which was like 13, and then I put it up to like 15 just to make sure, you know, kind of testing out what it would be like if the radiator cap was back on. And the pressure gauge did fall. I didn't show it in the video that I'm about to show you, but it was falling consistently. And then when it hit like 10 psi, which is low, it just kind of stayed right there, you know, because it's low pressure. And so I brought it back up to 15 after I fixed my leak. All I had to do was tighten that little clamp right there. That hose was pretty loose. It was really loose, actually. When I went over to tighten that clamp, it was like I didn't even tighten it down. I'm so dumb. It was from the engine swap, and when I did the engine swap, you know, it's my first time, you're bound to miss things. So it was an easy fix, hopefully, and luckily, whatever. And the coolant leak is now gone. And let me show you what it looked like while it was leaking, though. Yep. Snap on. Alright, so quick little interruption of the video, you guys. This coolant leak that I had, it leaked every single time I turned on my AC. So if you have problems with your AC and it doesn't, like, you can use your AC and everything, but you notice that your reservoir gets low every single time, or if you ever see a reservoir get low, that's probably because you have a really simple leak from one of your hoses. Check the two back hoses that go to your radiator core. Most likely that's the problem. Or just get the tool and find out where the leak is coming from. But most of the time, if you have a leak coming out when you use your AC, or you just see your reservoir empty, that's usually a good place to start. Just look for a simple leak. It's not going to be nothing crazy. It might not be, hopefully it's not, but that fixed my problem. My reservoir was always getting empty, you guys. I'd get home, it'd be empty. But when I didn't use my AC, it would stay full for the longest time, but it would still drain gradually, very small over time. But when I use my AC, it'd be gone in the same day. And so fixing my coolant leak just by simply tightening some hoses, that solved my issue just by simply tightening a few hoses. And like I said, I know this isn't the best video, you guys. I'm still getting used to recording and making videos, but I promise you guys, the next video I would try to be a lot more descriptive, so the video might be a little longer, but hopefully I can help you guys a little better when it comes to replacing or reinstalling parts. Let's get back to the video. As you guys can see, that's where the leak was coming from. It's all good now. It's all good to go. I fixed it, tested it. Whenever I put the pressure up to like 14, 15, it stayed right there. It didn't drop anymore. It's good to go. Now, the next thing I've been working on is that the hood does not want to latch. Like, no matter how many times I press on the hood. All right, whoa. I'm gonna stop the video right there, you guys. That's gonna be another video for the next video, my bad. So as you guys can see, my hood didn't want to close, and I tried aligning the hood, I tried moving it back and forth, I tried switching out my hood latch already, it wouldn't work. I'm pretty sure I figured out the problem. I hope it is what I think it is, because I wouldn't put my hood already, I want to put it back on. I've been driving without a hood for like almost a month, you guys. So in the next video, I'll explain what I think the problem is and how I'm going to tackle the problem. But for this one, it's just a coolant leak. My bad for the small choppy videos. I know I didn't explain it very well with the how to use the tool and examine and how to find the coolant leak and everything, but it really is self-explanatory. You just really do plug it into the radiator, and then you kind of just look and listen for where your leak is coming from, you guys. So it really is that easy. I'm gonna do a better job explaining on how I'm gonna tackle the problems and explain and actually show you guys how to install the parts on how to do all that. Also, update for the G35. I took out the air suspension, but that's also for another video. This is it for today's video, you guys. See you guys in the next one.